Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be creating my vision board for 2025 onwards. So if you've never made one before, I'm going to go through it step by step so that you know exactly what to do. Now, if you're new to the channel, please, if you enjoyed this video, consider dropping it subscribe, because at this channel, we're all about how to make your life, all about how to create your life, manifest your life to be exactly what you want it to be. Your life doesn't have to be whatever it is and you accept that. It's what you make of it. So we're going to be doing exactly that today. First things first, with your vision board, you're basically going to want to put down a bunch of pictures or words that are exactly tangible goals in your head that you would like to come true. Now, these can be as ridiculous as you want, or they can be as small scale as you want, because at the end of the day, they're personal to you. This board is all about you. To start, you're going to need a board. So this year, I've actually got a canvas board. Now, in the past, I've just used like a piece of cardboard that I cut out off a box. It was very DIY. This year, I just got this plain canvas board off Amazon, I think. And it's just because I wanted something a bit more durable than in the past, because that cardboard ended up getting a bit rugged. I've also got then print out pictures of like each of my different goals. So this time I've got 7, I think. In the past I did a vision board with 8. I've only done one vision board ever in my life. This is the second one. But they need to be kind of a variety of goals. Now, these can be business related or work related. They can be personal to your life. For example, it could be something like marriage or a dog. It could be something that kind of is intersectional of both, maybe a new house. Whatever your kind of goals and dreams are in life, you want to get these down. Ideally as photos, I think personally, but you could do it as words as well. Now, the reason I prefer photos is that you have this visual representation of your goal, and it's there for you to refer to, and it's always going to be in the back of your head. So aside from the pictures and the canvas, I've got a little glue stick to glue the pictures, and then I've got a pen. Now, with the pen, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be writing next to these pictures rough timeline estimations of when I want them to come true. Now, these don't have to be like exact. So if I write 2 years, I'm not under some pressure where it has to be done in 2 years, or I'm going to, panic. It's just like a rough guideline on what you really, where you see these goals being achieved, or where you want them to be achieved in your life. Now, what I like to do again is have a variety of these time goals. So for example, I'm not going to share all of these with you because, again, your vision board is very personal to you. These are very personal to me, but I'm happy to share some of them. So for example, this one, which is essentially a bigger gym. Now, I'm filming this video in my gym right now. One of the tangible goals I'd like for not only my business, but for myself in general, would be to have a bigger space. And so there's a much bigger space in this picture. Now, I would put that on there and say 2 to 3 years. For example, it's not definitely what I'm going to do, but there's an example. Then I've got another one, which could be something along the lines of 50,000 subscribers. Again, maybe that could be 2 to 3 years, maybe that could be 5 years. It doesn't necessarily pressure your goals into being, they have to be done by this date, but when would you like them to be done? Are you comfortable with them being done in 10 years or 1 year? Just write it down, because subconsciously that is sending a message to yourself or to the universe or to God, whichever you believe. What I'm going to do now is spread all these images around the board and then label them appropriately based on the goals that I said. So as I mentioned, I've done a vision board in the past, right? And I discovered vision boards probably 3 years ago when I was reading a book on manifestation. Now, at this point in time, I didn't really know what manifestation was. I made a vision board, I'd say 2.5 years ago, and I kid you not, almost everything on that vision board has now either come true, or it's at least on the pathway to becoming true. And now, there's lots of theories on how vision boards work. Are they kind of, you're affirming them to the universe, and that's what you want to happen? Or are they kind of affirming them to yourself, and that subconsciously you've always got that vision board in your mind and you're working towards those goals. Whichever it is, I really believe they work because I've got first-hand experience that they do work. And now it's time for me to not necessarily reset my goals, but just set some new ones. Let me just bring you guys there so you can see that quickly. So I've got my pictures spread on my board now. I'm going to now label them with each one based on the years that I want them to happen, or that they will happen. Put into perspective the type of stuff that happened from my last vision board to now. One of the goals on there was that I wanted to have like a substantial role in a feature film or television series. And I put that on my previous vision board. And by the end of that year, I'd managed to achieve that goal. Because at that point, I was like, oh, wait, maybe there is something to this vision board thing. And then I realized that other things on my board had also been getting achieved. Since discovering vision boards and kind of taking more interest in them and believing in them, I've started realizing that there are actually a lot of successful people in the world that utilize this method of visualization or manifestation. Just by chance, I was listening to, a few months ago, I was driving back from an acting job, which is like a few hours away from where I live. And so I had 4 hours to kill. So I put on this audiobook, and it was 50 Cent's one. And it's not that I'm like a mega 50 Cent fan. I do like his music, but I wouldn't say like I'm a massive fan. I just put it on out of interest. And then what do you know? 3 hours into the book, he starts saying that he utilizes vision boards and that he does them regularly and that he practices visualization and manifestation as well. Next thing you know, a month later, I'm listening to a different audiobook by a different successful person, some Hollywood actor, who, you know what, does the same thing. Now, the reason people use this method is because it works. Whether you believe in the divine nature of it or the psychology of it, affirming things to yourself and putting them somewhere to refer to, it works. It just reinforces your goals, your beliefs, the trajectory of your life, the destiny almost, the pathway that you see in your head. It keeps that alive in your head. With your vision board as well, there are several things you can do with it. Now, the majority of people, I feel, will hang it up on a wall somewhere, and so that maybe every day or every once a week they walk past this board and they subconsciously see it in their peripheral vision, and then that ingrains onto you. Now, I think that's great, and in fact, that is what I'm doing this time round, because that's why I'm making my board a little bit neater. But with my previous board, I made it and I literally just put it in the cupboard. I didn't even look at it for an entire year, and that was when I realized, oh wow, a lot of these things have actually come true. So whichever your preference is, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you think that other people are going to see this board. It doesn't matter if you're embarrassed by some of the things on there. It's literally about you. Your vision board is your vision. No other factors should matter. So if you want to hang it up in your bedroom or your office, I think that's a great idea. But likewise, if you want to just make it, lock it away somewhere and open it back up in a few years, that's going to work too. All right, so I'm going to give you a very quick glimpse at my finished vision board. Various goals here. Now, for me, I own a personal training studio, so I do personal training, but I also do acting. And so for myself, I've got goals that relate to both of those things. I also have goals that impact my personal life, such as my family, and I have goals for kind of like my personal hobbies as well. So it doesn't matter how ridiculous your goals or dreams are, guys. As soon as you do this, you are already making your dreams a goal. A dream with a plan is a goal. A dream without a plan is just a wish. So that is my vision board. They're super easy to make. They don't take very long. You may have to put like a little bit of planning into them, but just really focus on what you want to achieve in your life and what you want to bring into your life. And that's essentially what your vision board is. Now you can hang it up, put it away, whatever you want to do. Either way, you've affirmed it to both yourself and the universe. I hope you enjoyed this video. I tried to keep it as brief as I could and as kind of informal as I could. Now, this channel is all about make your life. It's all about curating your life, manifesting the best version of your life and yourself that you want to. So if you enjoy that sort of content and you want to see more of it, please drop me a subscribe. I'm a small channel just trying to grow it. I'm on my own manifestation journey and I'm trying to bring you guys along for it. So if you want to see more of my journey, as well as experiencing tips for your own journey, please drop me a subscribe. It goes a very long way. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope to see you again soon.